Good evening and welcome to Geneva for the UEFA Champions League group stage draw and awards ceremony.
That's right, Pedro. We are back to kick off a new season of Champions League football, but it will be a draw with a difference. We are living in unprecedented times. Of course, we would love to have representatives of the 32 clubs here with us, but it's just not possible. Fortunately, though, football has provided some respite, and there is plenty to get excited about this evening.
Reshmin, there's no way around it. Over the last 6 months or so, life has been turned upside down by the COVID-19 pandemic. Football has been no exception. Encouragingly, we have seen resilience across the board, with clubs, national associations, organizing bodies coming together in true team spirit to try and ensure players can continue to play the game, which brings so much joy to fans across the globe.
Yeah, absolutely. We are, of course, back playing, and just around 6 weeks ago, a wonderful Final 8 tournament culminated in Portugal with FC Bayern München winning a 6th UEFA Champions League title after beating first-time finalist Paris Saint-Germain.
Now, I was fortunate enough to be in my hometown of Lisboa at the time, and it was great to see a successful resumption of the best club competition on the planet. Here's a look back at some of the highlights of what was truly a unique season.
It is the return of the world's principal knockout football competition.
What a group phase it was.
Wie verrückt ist das denn hier? Great to have you back.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Feeling good.
The start of the knockout phase of this season's Champions League.
Auf Haaland, Haaland!
Super Tor! Und jetzt 2-0, oder?
Che arriva calcia Ilicic! 4 gol! You can't write this stuff.
Yes!
UEFA have suspended the Champions League indefinitely.
Alors que les matchs continuent d'être annulés à travers le continent.
Fast alle Regierungen empfehlen den Menschen, zu Hause zu bleiben.
Eu acho que esse momento do vírus, esse momento da parada, da quarentena, veio para todo mundo refletir. Né? Isso, hoje a gente vê muitas ações maravilhosas pelo mundo. Creio que talvez seja por uma coisa, tenha vindo por uma coisa melhor.
People need sports, people need football. It's more than just a game.
The Champions League will return.
La plus longue campagne dans l'histoire de la Ligue se terminera au Portugal.
La final tendrá lugar el 23 de agosto.
I am delighted that we are able to resume almost all of our competitions.
And this is the day we have all been waiting for.
Hallo und schönen guten Abend. Endlich wieder Champions League.
Good evening. The Champions League returns tonight.
Oh, it's a brilliant finish!
Messi!
Goal! 4 games, 4 days, 2 stadiums. It is the last 8 of the Champions League.
L'organisation est excellente pendant l'entraînement ou pendant les matchs, c'est excellent.
En demi-finale.
Buena de Lucas Hernández, el balón para otro más.
Ce format est intéressant parce qu'on va dire qu'il donne plus de chance à l'équipe qui est outsider parce que ça joue que sur un match.
Obviously, amazing night for myself, amazing night for the team.
Paredes va profiter avec Di Maria. Ils vont profiter les Parisiens, mais oui.
And it's nearly here, the Champions League final.
Jetzt wird es richtig spannend.
Storia, sì, è una parola pesante.
Seul remportera le trophée. Thomas Tuchel espère que ce sera lui.
This is it. This is the day the dreams are made of.
haben Sie gesagt.
Teamwork is the secret to every success on the football pitch. In an extraordinary season, the European football community showed the power of unity off the field of play. Players and clubs rallied to help their local communities cope with national lockdowns. Leagues, national associations and governments worked hand in hand with UEFA to deliver 4 pan-European competitions in 4 different countries, an unprecedented feat for any sports organization in the world. Together we have learned an important lesson for the future of our beautiful game. If we all work together, if we are prepared to make sacrifices and show solidarity, football can overcome any adversity.
A really strong message there from the UEFA president after what was an unforgettable season for so many reasons. Of course, our congratulations go to Bayern Munich on winning their 6th UEFA Champions League title.
Now, though, it is time to present the first award of the evening. The President's Award goes to a player whose outstanding achievements both on and off the field have contributed to the success and development of the beautiful game. And of course, joining us this evening to present the award is the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin.
President, welcome. Great to have you here in Geneva. I have to ask you about the previous season because it was historic, unprecedented, like you said. How important was it in your eyes as the leader of this organization to get the job done and finish the club competition season?
Look, football, it was a crazy year, I can say. But football brings hope to people. Football is positive energy. It's very important to show to the fans, and not just to the fans, to people around the world, that the world goes on, that the world didn't stop because of the situation that happened, that there's hope for the future, and I think that it was extremely important, not just from the football perspective, but also from the society perspective to finish both tournaments, or all the tournaments.
Yeah, President, earlier this week you announced that Didier Drogba would be winning the President's Award this year. I mean, he's one of the biggest names in the game. Why specifically did you choose him?
Look, Didier Drogba, we all know, is one, or was one of the best players of all times, one of the best forwards of all times. We all enjoyed him scoring. Not all, we have many Bayern players tonight here. But it's not enough to be a super good player. It's important that you do something more. And he never forgot where he's coming from. He helped in his motherland, Ivory Coast, children, building schools, developing. He's just a great man, and that's why he deserves this trophy.
Well, before we have the pleasure of welcoming Didier here on stage, let's take a look back at some of his career highlights.
Quite some highlights, really, and we are delighted that he can join us this evening. Please welcome the President's Award winner for 2020, Didier Drogba. How are you?
There it is, the handover to the President's Award winner 2020. Didier, congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about the final in 2012, of course. Not only did you score the equalizing goal, You then scored the winning penalty in the shootout. When you look back at all your career achievements, where does that one rank?
I think it's one of the best moments in my career, if not the best. But you know, all my career, I had a manager when I was in Le Mans who told me, you don't need to play 90 minutes. 10 minutes is enough for you to make the difference. At first, I was frustrated, but I learned how to use those 10 minutes and be efficient. So all these goals in the last minutes, I think it's also because of this lesson.
Didier, you're the first African player to win this award. In fact, you're the first non-European player to win it. We know how proud you are of your culture and your heritage. What does it mean to keep reaching these milestones, to keep pushing these barriers for people from Africa?
Well, I'm really proud of this. And I think this should be an example of what African people or people coming from different horizons and going to play in different countries could achieve with dedication and hard work. So today it's me, but I hope and I'm sure it's going to be somebody else next. But the most important thing is football unites. Football brings people together, and that's why for me to leave Africa and go to play in Europe and achieve something and being here today receiving this award is something that makes me really proud.
You left Africa to come and pursue a career in Europe, but you never forgot your home continent. And you're well known for a lot of charity work that you do with your foundation. You're also an ambassador for a variety of organizations, including the United Nations Development Program. Why did you always feel there was a need or a responsibility to give something back?
Well, as I said earlier, I think we football players, we have a responsibility. Football is the reflect of the society. And as we are the reflect of the society, we have a responsibility, you know, towards the community, and because it's the community that comes to the games, it's the community that entertain us as well. We do, but they're making a lot, you know, they mean a lot, and we see during these games, the last few games, they were not in the stadium, we saw how much we miss them, and that's why our goal is not only to play well, is also to represent the community and to give something back as much as we can.
Very well said, Didier, as always. Our thanks to Alexander. We'll be seeing you later on, won't we? Didier, you're staying with us because you'll be assisting this evening's draw, and joining him is a former teammate, a multi-title winning winger who has capped 80 times for the French national side.
And we are delighted to welcome Florent Malouda.
Hello, Florent. Nice to see you. Welcome, Florent. I don't think we could have you here without discussing that night in Munich, although some people, you know, could be upset by watching this. Tell us about not just that night, but the culmination of all the hard work that got you to that night, because there was so much domestic success for Chelsea, but the European trophy was the one that you had been working towards for so long. What did it mean for that core group of players who had been together for so long to actually win the trophy in the end?
Well, I mean, it was I think the greatest achievement of our life. We've been chasing that trophy for so long. We've been close in Moscow. I think it was 4 years earlier. A lot of drama as well on penalty kicks. But I mean, for this squad, it was very emotional night because we knew after that everyone would go their separate ways. But we knew we did something great and we celebrated as much as we could.
I bet
we cannot speak about everything, but we enjoyed it.
Some things will keep private. Didier, how good was this guy?
Well, this guy was really good, and you know, we studied together in Guingamp in France, in 2001 or 2002. And then he went to Lyon, and I spoke to Jose when I was at Chelsea. I told him, you need to bring him, and he did it, and I'm really happy that, you know, we started from second division when he was in Chowdhury and me at Le Mans, and we managed to grow up, to improve, and to succeed at the highest level.
Like brothers.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Well, you were a great duo on the pitch. Yeah. Hopefully you'll be just as good here on the draw table. You ready?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, please, you better be.
Thank you.
Please take your positions at the draw table, Didier and Florent, as we continue the countdown to the UEFA Champions League group stage draw.
Now, as in previous years, we will also be presenting awards for the best goalkeeper, defender, midfielder and forward of the UEFA Champions League season. Plus, of course, we'll be honouring the men's and women's player of the year.
That's right. What's new for 2020 is we have introduced positional awards for the UEFA Women's Champions League and new accolades as well for the men's and women's coaches of the year.
With a little more on those awards and how the winner is chosen, here's a short message from the president of the European Sports Media Group, Reshmin Heselschwerdt.
As the president of European Sports Media, which comprises media from UEFA's 55 member associations, I would like to thank all the jury members for their participation in the voting and their commitment to European football in these times. For the first time this year, the awards will also honor the best women's goalkeeper, defender, midfielder and forward from the 2019-2020 UEFA Women's Champions League season. The coaches who have had the biggest impact over the previous season, either domestically or internationally, will also be rewarded for the first time. They will be presented with the UEFA Men's Coach of the Year and UEFA Women's Coach of the Year awards.
Tonight's first positional awards are for the best goalkeepers of the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Women's Champions League seasons.
Saved by Neuer.
Und das war eine klasse Tat von Manuel Neuer. Champions League-Sieger 2020.
Easily saved by Bruyne. Absolutely remarkable.
5 finales de suite gagnées par les Lyonnaises.
Well, congratulations to our goalkeepers of the season, Manuel Neuer and Sarah Bouhardi. Unfortunately, though, a number of our award winners have been unable to join us live in the studio, and as Lyon have a match tomorrow, we caught up with Sarah earlier in the week. Sarah, many congratulations to you. You are the UEFA Women's Champions League goalkeeper of the season. You're actually the first ever recipient of this award as well. Is it a special honour for you, particularly to be recognised by fellow professionals and journalists from across Europe?
Oui, c'est beaucoup de fierté. Aujourd'hui, c'est le premier trophée de la Champions League au poste de gardien de but. C'est une grande fierté, un honneur d'avoir reçu cette distinction. Maintenant, je remercie énormément les journalistes et les entraîneurs qui ont voté pour moi à ce poste-là.
Sarah, congratulations on the award and also on yet another Champions League trophy. What does it take to maintain the level of excellence both individually and as part of a collective as well?
On a la chance à Lyon d'avoir toutes les meilleures joueuses d'Europe et on s'entraîne au quotidien avec ces filles-là, donc forcément notre niveau il est élevé au quotidien. On met beaucoup de rigueur, que ce soit à l'entraînement ou en match le week-end. On a un seul objectif, c'est de gagner tous nos matchs et aujourd'hui ça nous réussit. J'espère que ça nous réussira le plus longtemps possible.
And Sarah, apart from winning the trophy once again for the 5th time consecutive, what has been your favourite moment of the season?
Le parcours en Champions League, il a été particulier. Je pense que ce soit moi ou mes coéquipières, on va s'en souvenir parce que voilà, il y a eu cette pause qui a été très longue de 3 mois avec cette crise sanitaire où il a fallu reprendre après et avec un parcours de Champions League sur une semaine, 10 jours où il fallait jouer des matchs secs sur une seule confrontation. Voilà, il y a peut-être beaucoup de gens qui nous pensaient peut-être pas capables et aujourd'hui on a répondu aussi présente sur cette phase-là. Je pense que c'était important de montrer nos qualités et cette Champions League était très importante pour moi et pour l'équipe, donc c'était un super souvenir.
Très bien, merci Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah there speaking with us about her award. We're now joined by the UEFA Champions League goalkeeper of the season, Manuel Neuer. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Mir geht's gut, thank you.
He almost spoke English there.
I wanted to ask you about your second Champions League trophy. Of course, you won it in 2013, waited quite a few seasons until your second, even though you got close. Does this make it that much sweeter, the fact that there was that interval in between?
Ja, auf jeden Fall. Also wir haben schon einige Spieler gehabt, die 2013 auch dabei gewesen sind, aber ich glaube, wir haben eine besondere Mannschaft und hatten auch einen ganz besonderen Spirit bei uns im Team und das war wirklich was ganz Besonderes jetzt auch zu der Zeit, wo wir ohne Zuschauer gespielt haben und wir wollten es unbedingt und es war wirklich eine schöne Zeit und dieses zweite Mal war was ganz Besonderes, auch für die schon damals dabei gewesen sind.
Of course, you managed to keep a clean sheet in the final against Paris Saint-Germain, one of 6 clean sheets you had during the competition last season. Take us back to that night. How was it for you, the emotions, the saves you made?
Es war natürlich ein ganz besonderes Spiel, weil es war ein Spiel gegen eine Top-Mannschaft. Natürlich sind in der Champions League nur die besten Mannschaften, aber ganz besonders, wenn man gegen solche offensivstarken Spieler spielt. Und ein Finale ist immer was ganz Besonderes und der Fokus, der war bei uns allen zu 100% da und für mich als Torwart kommt es natürlich darauf an, auch in den entscheidenden Momenten da zu sein.
Manuel, you went on this extraordinary 30-match unbeaten run en route to winning that treble. It was incredible to watch. When you all went out onto the pitch, did you just feel invincible? What was the confidence like in this side?
Ja, das Selbstbewusstsein haben wir uns mit der Zeit einfach aufgebaut in der Mannschaft und du hast es auch gemerkt. Der Respekt vor dem FC Bayern war riesig gewesen. Das hat man bei den Gegnern auch gespürt und ich denke, das Wichtige für uns war einfach, dass wir den Fokus hochgehalten haben, die Konzentration war da, wir hatten einen tollen Teamgeist und deshalb hat es auch jetzt so lange gedauert, wo wir einfach unschlagbar geblieben sind.
You won 500,000 euros for a child poverty charity recently on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We don't have a clip of it, I just have to say, but does that mean you're the cleverest person in the Bayern squad?
Das würde ich von mir jetzt nicht behaupten. Man muss natürlich auch Glück haben mit den richtigen Fragen, aber wir haben schon clevere Jungs bei uns im Team und sind alles gute Jungs.
Who's cleverer than you?
Viele, die Erfahrung haben. Thomas Müller ist ein cleverer Junge. Der ein oder andere wird gleich auch vielleicht noch hier auf der Bühne stehen. Sind alles schlaue Jungs.
Okay, we'll get them on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as well. Manuel, thank you so much. You are the UEFA Champions League goalkeeper of the season.
Congratulations. Now it's time for us to start the draw, and it's always a pleasure to welcome UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti and Michael Heselschwerdt, UEFA Head of Club Competitions. Good evening, gentlemen. Over to you, Giorgio.
Thank you, Reshmin and Pedro. After everything that has happened over the last 7 months, it is great to be in the position to conduct this draw. The only regret is that you, the clubs, cannot be here physically with us. 7 months ago, we could have never envisaged playing in the middle of summer a beautiful Final 8 tournament in Portugal, which captured the imagination of football fans around the world. And our warmest congratulations go to Bayern on their triumph in these most unexpected circumstances. We have done, meanwhile, great work together to restart our competitions in these difficult times. And notwithstanding the challenges we face every day, we are here today to kickstart another thrilling European season. We can now say even louder how powerful a tool unity is to achieve the hardest objectives we encounter. And unity is what European football will continue to show to turn the challenges lying ahead of us into new and brighter successes. The UEFA Champions League is a unique competition, and there is always a special buzz around the group stage draw. This is the first rush of adrenaline of the season, where fans around the world eagerly expect to start living their dreams again. A special mention this year to Istanbul, Başakşehir, Krasnodar, Midtjylland, and Stade Rennais, who in a few minutes will be going through this experience for the very first time. But there are another 28 clubs waiting on the blocks, 47 European titles between them. The history of this competition will be on the field in order to add another chapter to the fascinating, never-ending story of the UEFA Champions League. We wish you all every success in this upcoming season. We are now almost ready for the draw, but first let's take a moment for the technical procedure.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the UEFA Champions League title holder and domestic champion of Germany, FC Bayern München, and the UEFA Europa League title holder, Sevilla FC, as well as the domestic champions of Spain, England, Italy, France, Russia, and Portugal. The remaining 24 teams have been divided into 3 pots, based on their position in the UEFA Club Coefficient ranking. Since the same number of UEFA Champions League matches are played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the groups are divided in 2 colours, red for groups A to D and blue for groups E to H. The red groups will play on one match night and the blue groups will play on the other. This will be applied for all match days. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 teams from one country are paired in order to be split into red and blue groups. Please also note that based on a decision taken by the UEFA Executive Committee, teams from Russia and Ukraine shall not be drawn in the same group. The Champions League and Europa League title holders, as well as the domestic champions of Pot 1, will be drawn first. Starting with Pot 1, a ball is drawn at random and open to display the name. The team drawn is placed in the first available group in alphabetical order from A to H, as indicated by the computer, and in accordance with the established principles. For example, if the team drawn has all 8 options from A to H available, it will be automatically allocated to Group A. If the team drawn has 4 options available from E to H, for example, it will be automatically allocated to Group E, and so on. This procedure will be repeated until all the teams of Pot 1 are allocated in the 8 groups. For Pot 2, a ball will be drawn at random and open to display the name. The computer will then show which groups are available for this club, in accordance with the established principles such as country protection and TV pairings. A draw is then made to determine which of these available groups the clubs are assigned to. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes, for example, winter venue, and those of the teams already drawn, but also on the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. Once the 8 teams of Pot 2 have been allocated, the same procedure will apply for Pots 3 and 4 to complete all the groups. Once the draw procedure has been completed, a computer draw will determine the final position of all clubs within the 8 groups, as the position in the group determines the match schedule. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium clashes and winter venues are taken into account. The match calendar will be released on Friday evening.
All right, so now we know how it all will work. Time to look at the teams from the first pot, Pot 1.
And now everything is really ready to kick off the UEFA Champions League 2020-2021. Our two legends of today, Didier Drogba and Florent Malouda, will tell us everything we need to know for the group stage. And we start with pot 1, the pot of champions, 2 European and 6 domestic champions. Didier, it's in your hands.
You're doing the honors, kicking us off here tonight.
So,
first team.
Bayern München.
And the first team cannot be but the champions, the title holders of the European competition, Bayern München, going into Group A. So we are ready to discover the team which will go into Group B. Okay. Didier, Bayern, winning their 6th title, but after a great season where they won all of their matches, 11 matches in a row for Bayern, which means that the season was absolutely outstanding.
Real Madrid.
And now Real Madrid for Group B. Real Madrid, they are the record title holders with 13 titles, but also with other records. They participated 51 times in the European Champions competition from the very beginning, more than any other club, and also in the last 23 successive seasons.
Next one, FC Porto.
And the third team drawn is Porto, and Porto can go into Group C. So Porto is leading now Group C, winners in 1987 and in 2004, and with 24th participation in the UEFA Champions League, which is second only to Madrid, Real Madrid and Barcelona, and on a pair with Bayern.
Liverpool FC.
And now Liverpool FC, so one great after the other. So Liverpool FC means that they take place in Group 4. Group 4 for the 6-time winners and the club which has won more European titles than any other club in England, FC Liverpool.
Okay. Sevilla FC.
And now Sevilla FC goes into Group E. Sevilla are the winners of the UEFA Europa League after a thrilling final played in Cologne in the month of August. Now we go with
Football Club Zenit.
Football Club Zenit St. Petersburg. And for Zenit we have Group F for the Russian champions of Zenit, for the most recent Russian winners of a UEFA club competition, having won in 2008 the UEFA Cup and the Super Cup.
Next one up.
Juventus.
And now we go with Juventus. Juventus Group G for Juventus, 9 times in a row winners of the Serie A. And they are set to be only the 5th club reaching 200 matches played in this competition.
And
as they stand at
the last
198.
team, Paris Saint-Germain.
And we finish with the other finalist of this year, Paris Saint-Germain. They take position in Group H, and this has told us everything about pot 1.
Giorgio, thank you very much. It is time now to move on to our next awards of the evening, the UEFA Men's and Women's Champions League Defenders of the Season. Let's take a look at the winners in action.
Top player at the top of his game. Gefährlich! Brilliantly struck, Joshua Kimmich.
Intervention by Wendy Renard, the Lyon captain. The goal scorer, Wendy Renard.
5e succès consécutif en Ligue des Champions.
Yes, our defenders of the season are Wendy Renard and Joshua Kimmich. Wendy, like Sarah, is part of the victorious Olympique Lyonnais team. Here's what she had to say when we caught up with her. Now we have not one but two seven-time Champions League winners sat next to each other. Congratulations to you, Wendy, on being named Defender of the Season. Of course, you're a defender, but you also know how to score goals. Had 5 in Europe in the past campaign, including that crucial one against Paris. Is it extra special as a defender to chip in with those big goals as well?
Oui, c'est toujours important. Après tout, on est défenseur, donc mon but premier, c'est de bien défendre. Et on possède énormément de situations offensives, que ce soit sur les coups de pied arrêtés ou les coups francs. Donc après, je le dis à chaque fois, si je peux apporter ma qualité sur le plan offensif, je le fais avec plaisir pour aider l'équipe. On a des tireuses exceptionnelles, donc j'en profite à chaque fois. Et je le dis, une fois que c'est bien frappé, souvent ça va au fond.
Well, Wendy, you've made more appearances than any other player in this competition. You've really seen it all. You came to Lyon in 2006. Sarah arrived 3 years later. Just tell us a little bit about how this club has evolved from the day that you walked in to the European giants that we see now.
C'est vrai que le président là, il a été un visionnaire sur ce plan-là. Il a construit petit à petit, année après année. Il a ramené des grandes joueuses qui aujourd'hui ne sont plus là ou qui ont arrêté leur carrière, Lotta Schelling, Camille Abili ou Dalataf, j'en passe. Il y en a tellement, Charles Cruz. Et c'est vrai que petit à petit, année après année, le président il a décidé d'investir pour tout simplement être sur le toit de l'Europe et avoir une grande équipe. Donc j'ai eu cette opportunité en 2006 d'arriver dans ce club qui m'a donné ma deuxième chance. Et aujourd'hui, l'histoire elle continue parce qu'on a un président qui croit en ce football et qui donne l'opportunité et qui donne surtout les moyens de travailler au quotidien et d'être performant. Donc voilà, le succès de l'Olympique Lyonnais revient beaucoup à ce club parce qu'au-delà du président, il y a énormément de gens qui travaillent aussi dans l'ombre pour nous mettre dans les meilleures conditions. Donc voilà, c'est un club, c'est une famille qui gagne et même si cette récompense à l'individuel, mais elle récompense aussi à toute l'équipe parce qu'on a fait une saison vraiment remarquable.
Amazing, Wendy. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful speaking to you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Wendy, and congratulations as well.
Yeah, such a great story from Wendy Renard. We're joining us in the studio. The Men's Champions League Defender of the Season is here. And we've been advised on how we should say your name properly because there's someone very special watching, your mum.
Yes.
So if I don't say it right, she might be really upset.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay,
let's get this right.
Let's get this right. Oh, no, I almost said it wrong. Joshua.
Joshua is okay.
Are you sure? But not for
Joshua is not okay. Joshua is better.
Joshua is okay, but not Joshua. Joshua. I'm going to try and do this for your mum.
Okay, perfect.
Joshua Kimmich.
Kimmich.
Ich.
Yes.
Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich. Right, we're going to get this. I'm going to get this right. Joshua. Now, first time for everything. What's it like becoming a Champions League winner for the first time?
Amazing. Big dream came true. Manu knows this feeling. He knew it before. For me, it was the first time, and when I see the pictures and the videos, it is still amazing.
Technically, you're a defender, Joshua, but you score goals all the time. Scored against Tottenham, scored against Barcelona, had an assist in the final. You scored last night as well. What was your favorite moment of the Champions League season?
I think we had a lot of special moments. We had a great game against Tottenham, 2 really good games against Chelsea, and then in the quarterfinal against Barcelona, which was unbelievable, this result. But of course, in the end, the best moment is when you lift up the trophy, and this is outstanding.
Joshua, you're still only 25. I feel like we've watched you grow up, in this competition over the years. Just tell us what it was like when you first walked into that dressing room, surrounded by, big stars and winners like Manu and the manager as well. And how much have you changed from that day?
I was like a little kid. I was a second division player. I came from RB Leipzig and came in the locker room, and everybody was Champions League winner or World Cup winner, like Manu. And for me, it was amazing to learn from these guys, to train every day with them. And now, 5 years later, we could win the Champions League again, for me, the first time. And so I think it was a really good way.
Now, of course, the lockdown affected us all. It affected your calendar. How did you deal with it? And tell us also about the We Kick Corona initiative.
I think for everybody it was a really special time. For me, I was like everybody at home with my family. I could spend a lot of time with my little son, who gave me a bit of structure every day, so I couldn't sleep till 10 or 12 o'clock. Also we had the cyber training, so we were fit for the Champions League. Wicked Corona was an initiative from Leon Goretzka and me. We wanted to help people, to help the poor people, homeless people, also children, old people. And I think it was a good thing, and we still want to help.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic, Joshua. Well done on that. And of course, congratulations on being named the UEFA Champions League Defender of the Season.
That's right. Now it's time to move on with the draw to pot 2. Here are the 8 teams to be drawn.
With pot 2, now we start seeing the UEFA Champions League group stage take shape. With the concentration of strength we have in this pot, it can only be more than exciting. Didier, the first pairing of teams to play together in the coming weeks.
Club Atlético de Madrid.
Club Atlético de Madrid, they have 3 options. The options are Group A, C, or D. For Atlético de Madrid, who played 3 finals in their history, recently 2014 and 2016, both against their neighbors of Real Madrid.
Florent making his debut tonight. And the group is?
A. Group A, so first team, first group, Bayern München and Atlético de Madrid. They will play together in group phase. We are now awaiting a second name, a second big name, to give us a little bit more suspense.
Some smiles there from our Bayern guests, Giorgio.
Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea Football Club, a club that Didier Drogba knows very, very well. For Chelsea Football Club, there are 6 groups which are possible: B, C, E, F, G, and H. Chelsea winners in 2012, where Didier was really key for the team. And a team which qualified 15 out of 16 appearances they had in the group stage qualified for the knockout stage. And the only time they didn't qualify, they won the Europa League. Chelsea. Group E for Chelsea. Group E means that they will play against the winners of the Europa League of this year, Sevilla FC. Sevilla and Chelsea together. And a third team is ready to appear.
The third team is FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona. For Barcelona, 3 options, F, G, and H. 5-time winners of the UEFA Champions League, a team which performs very well in the group stage, as they were top of their group in the last 13 editions, and 21 in total, which makes Barcelona the team which has won the most times the group stage of the UEFA Champions League.
G.
Group G. Group G, Barcelona will face Juventus in Group G. So that's another great pairing. We are ready to learn name of another team taking position in one of our groups.
I have Ronaldo against Messi.
That's
AFC Ajax.
And now it's a turn of AFC Ajax, which can be allocated to 3 groups, B, C, or D, for Ajax. Ajax, which are unbeaten in their 9 successive away UEFA Champions League matches in the last 2 seasons, despite having played against teams like Juventus, Real Madrid, Bayern, Tottenham, Chelsea.
D.
D, Group D for Ajax means that they will be opposed to Liverpool FC in this group phase. Ready to know another team now.
Okay, and this team is FC Shakhtar Donetsk.
The Ukrainian champions of Shakhtar Donetsk, they can be allocated to 2 groups, B or C. For Shakhtar, quarter-finalists in 2011 and appearing in the UEFA Champions League group stage for the 13th time in 15 seasons.
They're going in Group
B. Group B. B means that Shakhtar Donetsk will be opposed to Real Madrid. Only 3 teams left now.
The next team from Pot 2 to come out.
Borussia Dortmund.
So Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund, we have 2 possibilities, Group F or Group H for Borussia Dortmund. At the 9th appearance in the Champions League group stage out of the last 10 seasons. Borussia have 1 title in their showcase, won in 1997. And Borussia is allocated to
F.
Group F. And Group F will oppose Borussia Dortmund to Football Club Zenit. 2 left.
Okay.
Two Manchester clubs left.
And the penultimate one is
Manchester United.
Manchester United FC. For Manchester United, 1 group only is open, and that is Group H, which oppose now Manchester United to Paris Saint-Germain.
Yep.
Please, Didier. And only 1 team, probably from the same city, if everything is done well.
And I think everything is done well. It is Manchester City FC.
Yes, this is the Citizens, and Manchester City will play against FC Porto in Group C. And with this, we have completed also Pot 2.
That's right, Giorgio. Thank you, gentlemen. We're halfway through. Already some mouth-watering ties to look forward to. You could really go through every group and say, watch this game, don't miss it, when the calendar comes out and when we start and kick off on the 20th of October. But how about some clashes of former winners like Juve and Barça, Liverpool and Ajax, and then we've also got Bayern Munich against Club Atlético de Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, other clashes of titans. No doubt this competition is looking great so far. Now let's move on to the awards, and we're going to go on to the midfielder of the season.
Brilliant from Kevin De Bruyne. It's De Bruyne! Here goes De Bruyne! Right in the corner. Marchetti, wonderfully gifted. Such a powerful player, such an elegant player as well. Marchetti, one of the greatest players in the history of the game.
L'OL remporte une 5e Ligue des Champions consécutive.
Yeah, huge congratulations then to Jennifer Marizan and Kevin De Bruyne, but unfortunately neither of them were able to join us, but we did catch up with them earlier. Jennifer, congratulations, yet another Lyon player picking up an award tonight. I've just got to ask you, I mean, how do you guys keep doing it? What is the magic formula, if there is one, in this Lyon side to just keep winning and keep staying at the top?
Ja, herzlichen Dank. Ich bin sehr, sehr glücklich über diese Trophäe. Ja, wie Sie sagen, die Mannschaft ist wirklich exzeptionell und wir haben individuell die besten Spielerinnen der Welt und es ist wirklich schön, Teil der Mannschaft zu sein, des Vereins, weil wir wirklich die besten Bedingungen haben und die Motivation immer sehr, sehr hoch ist, auch wenn wir immer alles gewinnen. Die Mädels wollen mehr und ich glaube, das ist auch der Schlüssel zum Erfolg.
Jennifer, congratulations from my side as well. Now, you suffered a health scare a couple of years ago, but bounced back for more success. 100th cap for Germany. Of course, throughout your career, you've got Euro titles, Champions League titles. How has that experience throughout your career changed the way you prepare for games and the way you approach your profession?
Ja, vor 2 Jahren war eine sehr, sehr schwierige Situation für mich. Das war ein Schockmoment für mich, aber wie Sie sagen, ich bin wieder zurück auf dem Feld und das ist, was mich glücklich macht. Und viele Erfolge sind auch noch dazugekommen. Das ist natürlich dann auch noch sehr, sehr schön dazu. Und ich freue mich einfach jeden Tag auf dem Platz zu sein, Fußball zu spielen. Das ist, was mich glücklich macht. Das ist meine größte Motivation und meine Familie auch, die einfach immer hinter mir steht und immer dieses Leuchten in den Augen hat. Und wenn ich sie sehe im Stadion, das motiviert mich. Und das ist einfach auch, warum ich immer weitermache, immer besser werden möchte. Und das ist, warum ich jeden Tag das Gleiche und mein allerbestes auf dem Platz geben möchte.
Jennifer, congratulations. Big thank you to the UEFA Women's Champions League midfielder of the season, Jennifer Maroujan. And we are joined now by Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin, great to see you all the way from Manchester. Obviously, we'd love to have you here, but it's just not possible. Last season, no doubt Manchester City would have wanted to walk away with the Champions League trophy. That not being possible, you have this award, Midfielder of the Season, holding it right now. How does it feel to be recognized by your peers?
It's obviously really nice because I think in the Champions League you play against the best players in the world and I want to compete with them. I want to compete with my team to win and I want to compete as an individual to be the best I can be. So to be voted, this player award is always really nice.
You yourself, you were the leading assist provider across Europe, 13 Premier League goals, a couple in the Champions League as well. You don't just tee up a pass, you get enough of them in the goal as well. What do you think is your strongest attribute as a player?
Well, in one way I would say my mind. I think as a midfield player you have to think constantly about the game and not to try to be ahead of the game in the way I see it and try to help my team creating opportunities. So I try to find spaces we can explode and try to get my teammates in the best conditions to get in front of the goal, and I think I'm pretty good at that.
Kevin, there's no doubt that nowadays you're an idol to many young kids, young players. When you were growing up, who did you look up to?
Oh, when I was really young, it was Michael Owen. I was playing as a striker, so we were fairly similar at the time. But then I got older and I grew a little bit, so I became more of a midfielder. And since then, I really didn't look at football in that way. I just love the game, like to see it, but there's no one individual anymore that I really admire. It's just the way I like football as a concept.
You've got a young family of your own, really young family, in fact, 2 little boys, a baby daughter, just 3 weeks old as well. Now, every time I speak to footballers, I say, oh, you know, do they sleep through the night? How's it going? And all footballers say, oh, my wife deals with it. So I want to know, do you actually get up in the middle of the night to look after the baby?
I try to help my wife the most as possible. Obviously, the day before the game, I would sleep on my own. But the other days I try to help her out. I know it's hard, we've got 3 little ones, so but we're doing all right, so we're managing, and there's coffee on the side.
Very much needed, I have to say, Kevin. Kevin, fantastic to talk to you. Just huge congratulations again on this award, and we wish you luck in this season coming ahead as well.
Great to talk with Kevin there. Huge congratulations to both Jennifer and to him. Right, let's get back to the draw, taking a look at the teams in Pot 3.
With Pot 3, now we are taking another step closer to the full composition of the groups, and with the quality that we have in this pot, there is no doubt that these teams will pose a great challenge to the teams which have already been drawn, and we see in the 8 groups. And we start now with this first team that will appear in a second.
The first team is FC Krasnodar.
FC Krasnodar, fresh from their playoff match played yesterday, so they have 6 options possible. The options are Group A, C, D, E, G, and H for a beginner of the competition and never played in the group stage until now. And so we will see where they will start their first European adventure in the UEFA Champions League.
Like you said earlier, Giorgio, we have 4 first-time teams in the group stage.
Correct. But only one in this spot.
Only one in this spot.
E. Group E. So Krasnodar will play against Sevilla and Chelsea in Group E. So Didier, please, you can show us now another name. And the name is? The
name is RB Leipzig.
RB Leipzig. 5 options for Leipzig: B, C, D, G, or H. For one of the nice surprises of last season, playing the semi-final in Lisbon, only in their second participation in Champions League. So Leipzig is definitely a team that everyone has to fear. And Florent Malouda will tell us which teams have to be afraid of Leipzig.
H.
Group H for Leipzig. So the teams are Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester United. It looks certainly a group where we will have hard-fought matches all the time.
Yeah, there's no easy group in the Champions League, but that is extremely tough.
And the next team is Atalanta BC.
Atalanta. For Atalanta, the options are groups A, B, C, D, or F. And Atalanta comes after a surprise. We have another surprise of last year. Great outsider. Very first time they participated, but able to make it up to the quarterfinals, scoring plenty of goals and offering attractive football.
Yeah, they're in great form so far this season too. They'll go in Group
D. D. The group of Atalanta is Group D, and in D they will find Liverpool and Ajax. So So Liverpool, Ajax, and Atalanta. We are ready for another one.
Next team from pot 3
Next team is Olympiacos FC.
Olympiacos FC from Athens, Group A or Group B or C are the three options which exist for Olympiacos. So they are participating for the 20th time in the UEFA Champions League. So the 7th in the all-time list of the most group stage participations.
C.
So Olympiacos goes into Group C, where they will find FC Porto or Manchester City. Yes, Didier.
Halfway through this pot.
The next team is FC Dinamo Kiev.
Dinamo Kiev. For Dinamo Kiev, only one possibility, so we don't need a draw, Group G. And in Group G, they are joining Juventus and FC Barcelona for a team which has participated 37 times in the UEFA Champions Cup, Champions League. They are third, just behind Real Madrid and Benfica.
They qualified this week.
FC Salzburg.
And now FC Salzburg, Group A or Group B. These are the two options available to Salzburg. Their third participation in the group stage. I think we scored a lot of goals in the group stage last year, 16. Thanks also to the performance of a young striker.
That's right.
Holland.
A.
Group A. So FC Salzburg will play against Bayern München and Club Atlético de Madrid. Only two teams are left in this spot. Didier, you show us the first one.
Yep, two Italian teams left.
Correct, two Italian teams.
FC Internazionale Milano.
FC Internazionale can only go into one. Group B. This is due to the constraints, and the Group B is Real Madrid and Shakhtar Donetsk, now accommodating also Internazionale Milano, and no surprise, which team is this?
SS Lazio.
SS Lazio, and Lazio will play against Football Club Zenit and Borussia Dortmund in Group F. This is all for pot 3.
Ready? Okay, sorry about that. I was having a little discussion in my ear, don't mind me. That is the conclusion of pot 3, and pot 3 is always where it gets exciting, isn't it? Our next awards, though, are up next. They are for the UEFA Champions League Men's and Women's Forward of the Season.
Another Robert Lewandowski goal. So easy.
Lewandowski, und jetzt ist es passiert.
And they told you to.
Und Lewandowski.
That's what he's been doing all season.
Lewandowski ist trotzdem Champions League-Sieger.
It's harder. Oh, that's brilliantly done. And once more, Pedro scores. And one of the world's best players gets the goal. No doubt about it.
So, our forwards of the season are Pernilla Harder and Robert Lewandowski. Now, Pernilla is at her new club, Chelsea, and was unable to join us. But here's what she had to say about winning this award. Pernilla, congratulations for the Forward of the Season award. 9 goals, 2 assists in the last UEFA Women's Champions League season. Now, I know in a recent interview you said you felt you weren't the best player yet, but you're getting closer every season, surely. What does this award mean for you?
Yeah, obviously it means a lot. These individual awards you get, it always shows that what you're doing is the right thing and that I'm on the right way. So obviously I'm super happy about it.
Pernille, you're the most expensive female footballer in history now. How does it feel to keep sort of pushing those boundaries and for women to get that greater recognition, to command those big transfers that, you know, you really deserve?
Yeah, I'm proud of helping the women's football to take the next step. I think this transfer shows what many clubs is capable of now, buying players, and I think this is just the first step. In the future, you'll see a lot of these transfers, but I'm really proud to be one of the first to really, make the next step in women's football.
Pernille, of course, you come from a football family, but have you ever thought what you would have done if you hadn't become a footballer, or was that always the dream?
Yeah, it was actually always the dream to be a footballer. I wrote a small essay when I was 10 years old that I wanted to be a professional. So I have never really thought about what I would be if not a footballer, but maybe I would be a coach then. Football is in my life and it is in my blood, so something with football.
Yeah, I could imagine. And, you know, you've come so close to winning the Champions League. Do you think now at Chelsea that you're perfectly placed with the players that you have around you, with the style, with the coach, that you're kind of getting even closer?
Yeah, I believe so. I've seen which amazing players there is in this team, and with the right mentality, I think we can come really far. So I'm sure that over the next 3 years, when I'm here, I will win the Champions League together with the team. That's my goal, and that's the goal from the team as well and the club.
We love the confidence, and we hope that you will, and we hope to see you up here as well one day very soon. Thank you very much, Pernille. Congratulations. Yeah, well done to Pernille, but we are delighted to welcome our men's Champions League forward of the season, Robert Lewandowski. I must say, Robert, looking dashing. Did you not discuss your clothing before you came here?
No, not really.
The club didn't tell you to wear the suit because you've gone one level up.
No, that was our decide. So
okay.
I found it the suit like this, and I say, okay, I take this one.
Yeah, very nice. We appreciate the effort. Let's talk about the season that you've had. 15 Champions League goals, 4 in the space of 16 minutes. I don't know if you remember that, against Red Star Belgrade. A couple each against the London clubs as well. What was your favourite moment of the competition, though?
Oh, I have to say that's difficult to say exactly which game or which moment was the best for me, but for sure if you are speaking about the Champions League, that is the final and everything was happening after the final. That was something special, but I think during the group stage, that the game against Tottenham, or for sure the 4 goals against Red Star Belgrade, that was something what I remember very good, because in 4 goals in 60 minutes, it's a great time, and I know that for me, one of the most important things is to help the team, and I know that I love score the goals, and I try to do what I can.
Robert Lewandowski, that's what they call you as well. You had come close to winning the Champions League trophy a couple of times, obviously with Dortmund and then with Bayern as well. You finally did it this season. How much did it mean to you to get your hands on the trophy itself? Because it seemed like you didn't want to let it go. You even slept with it in a picture that then became viral. So what did it finally mean to hold it?
Well, that's mean a lot, because, you know, I remember what happened. That was 2013 in final when we lost. I was very disappointed, very sad, and I say to myself, I cannot never give up, and I'm trying to win this trophy in the next year, and this year we did it. So that is something what you was dreaming from the young boy, and now I know what that means. I know this feeling, and I'm very happy and proud of all of team, because what we did in this season, this year, that was something awesome.
Now, during the lockdown, on social media, we saw a lot of players show some hidden talents. Some were cooking, some were teaching their kids. You showed off with some pretty good dance moves. Tell us how you came up with them, and how many hours did you spend in front of the mirror?
You know, during the lockdown, that was for everyone, I think, so very difficult time, and that was for me something, okay. I like dance. I don't say that I'm amazing dancer, but I like dance, and spoke with my wife, with my family, and they tell me, hey, why you don't show the people how you're dancing? And during this time, lockdown, I say, okay, I can show you, because that was fun. And, if you don't be focused on the game, on the training, and you have so many times like that time I say, okay, let's do this.
Why not? Have you got any new moves? Practicing?
Any victory moves? Yeah, Manuel's saying, let's go.
Manu says yes. No. Let's have a look. Come on.
No.
Let's say you're dressed the part. Come on.
It's difficult in the shoes to show the move. Next time, okay? But I think so in the way Michael Jackson a little bit, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I think so.
To see this. He is absolutely teasing us. If we see anything backstage, we will let you all know, and I promise you, we will make sure it goes viral. Robert, thank you so much for joining us. Robert is the UEFA Champions League forward of the season.
He is indeed. Time now to conclude the draw. Let's take a look at the teams in our fourth and final pot.
We just need pot 4 now to play to know who plays who in the UEFA Champions League in the next couple of months. So Didier, you just have to finish the job.
Let's. First team out of pot 4 is.
Start with Olympique de Marseille.
Olympique de Marseille. 4 groups available to Olympique de Marseille. The groups from A to D, A, B, C, D, for the winners of the first ever edition of the UEFA Champions League in 1993.
Former club for Didier as well.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
I started my first Champions League games with Marseille.
Exactly. In which year?
In 2002, 2003. Long time ago.
Time ago.
Very long time ago.
Okay.
So it's Group C.
Group C. So Olympique de Marseille will join Porto, Manchester City, and Olympiacos. Olympiacos and Olympique de Marseille. Very Olympic group. Second team of pot 4.
Second team is FC Lokomotiv Moskva.
So from Moscow, Lokomotiv. Now 2 possibilities for Lokomotiv. It is either Group A or Group D. 2 options for them. The third successive season that Lokomotiv Moscow are playing Champions League. And this year they will have to face
A.
Teams of Group A, which are Bayern München, Club Atlético de Madrid, and FC Salzburg. So another group is complete. 6 only are left.
I'm impressed with the way Didier has said all these teams. No matter the country, your accent's perfect.
No, thank you very much. Club de Bruges.
Club Brugge from Belgium. They can go into all the available groups. So B, then D, E, F, G, or H. For the only club from Belgium which has reached in its history the final of the UEFA Champions Cup in 1978. Let's see which is their group.
F.
Group F. And F means that they will play against Football Club Zenit, Borussia Dortmund, and Lazio.
3 groups are now complete. 5 to go.
Istanbul, Başakşehir.
Istanbul, Başakşehir. We have 5 options, B, D, E, G, and H for one of the 4 debutants of the UEFA Champions League of this year.
And of course, Istanbul hosts the final this season, a city that Didier also knows very well.
Yes, Galatasaray.
Yes.
That's right.
In the run to the Istanbul final, they will have to face now 3 teams in group stage. Which group?
H.
Group H. So Group H, they will play Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, and RB Leipzig. So
baptism of fire.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely not an easy group. Next one.
Stade Rennais FC.
Stade Rennais FC. Also, for the first time in Champions League, they can play in Group B, D, E, or G. So basically all the options possible for Stade Rennais.
Another one of the debutants in the competition this season.
Very first time that Stade Rennais are participating.
They are going in the following group.
Group E.
E. Group E is the group where we have already allocated Sevilla, Chelsea, and FC Krasnodar. So now also Stade Rennais. We have only 3 teams left before we know everything.
That's right.
FC Midfielder.
And here we go with another debutant of Champions League, Group B, D, or G, can host this Danish team.
Also qualified this week.
They qualified yesterday after a very thrilling game. They were basically out until the 70th minute, and then they came up to score 4 goals in only 20 minutes.
Group D.
So Midtjylland are allocated to Group D, together with Liverpool, Ajax, and Atalanta. So Didier, please. You should give us now the name of the second last team to be drawn.
Second last team is FL Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Borussia Mönchengladbach. No draw, only one option possible for Mönchengladbach. So they will go to Group B together with Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Internazionale Milano.
And
one only.
The last one.
And one group to be completed.
Ferencvárosi TC.
So Ferencváros, a name of the Hungarian tradition, 25 years after their last participation, back to Champions League in Group G, together with Juventus, Barcelona, and Dinamo Kiev. And this is the group stage of the UEFA Champions League for this season.
It is indeed, and your team, Giorgio, will soon start making the calendar. This is a star-studded lineup, as you would expect from the best competition on the planet. Let's go through the groups and recap all the matches that we can expect starting on the 20th of October. So in Group A, we have Bayern Munich, Club Atlético de Madrid, FC Salzburg, and Lokomotiv Moscow. In B, it's Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, Internazionale Milano, and Borussia Mönchengladbach. In Group C, FC Porto, Manchester City, Olympiacos, and Olympique de Marseille. In Group D, Liverpool, Ajax, Atalanta, and Midtjylland. It's Sevilla, Chelsea, Krasnodar, and Stade Rennais in Group E. In Group F, Football Club Zenit, Borussia Dortmund, Lazio, and Club Brugge. In Group G, Juventus, Barcelona, Dinamo Kiev, and Ferencváros. And in Group H, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, RB Leipzig, and Istanbul Başakşehir. And our thanks, of course, to our special guests, Didier Drogba and Florent Malouda. Well done, gentlemen. And also our thanks to Giorgio Marchetti and Michael Heselschwerdt.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, we move on to our final 4 awards of the evening, and we start with a brand new award for 2020. It is the UEFA Women's Coach of the Year, and let's find out who our winner is.
Eugénie, le sauveur, puis se refait quitter. Et le but sur une frappe. Son pied qui va gagner au barrette. Historique.
Yeah, huge congratulations then to Jean-Luc Vasseur. A great season again for the Olympique Lyonnais women's side. And of course, as with the other Lyon winners, we were lucky enough to speak to Jean-Luc earlier. Jean-Luc, we wish you could have joined us here today. You are the first recipient of this award. The Coach Award is a new award for this year, so a huge congratulations to you for winning it. When you joined Lyon, of course, it was quite recent. I just want to ask you, I mean, how much did you enjoy the challenge of taking over a team of this quality, a team full of winners?
Le défi était extrêmement relevé puisqu'il fallait garder cette équipe au top of the top de l'Europe. Et c'était un défi, un challenge très difficile. Mais plus les challenges sont difficiles, plus j'ai envie de les relever. Et aujourd'hui, c'est les remercier elles parce que j'ai affaire à des championnes extraordinaires à entraîner au quotidien. Mais c'est aussi grâce aussi à un staff, parce que sans le staff technique ou médical, je n'y serais certainement pas y arrivé. Et puis, encore une fois, la confiance que les dirigeants, que le président Aulas a pu me confier cette équipe et amener cette équipe au plus haut. Donc, c'est surtout ça que je retiens aujourd'hui.
And you have so much quality and experience in your side. Which of your team can you see maybe one day becoming a successful manager once their playing days are over?
Je leur pose souvent la question parce que je leur dis qu'entraîner, c'est complètement autre chose que de jouer. Et je pense que certaines, y viendront naturellement parce que la plupart, et même pratiquement toutes, elles sont passionnées, elles aiment le foot. Et je pense qu'elles auront envie, comme elles le font aujourd'hui, de continuer à donner cet héritage qu'elles ont eu et de continuer à le faire parce qu'elles ont tellement de choses à transmettre encore une fois. Et je pense que je le souhaite qu'il y en aura beaucoup qui chercheront à transmettre après leur carrière de joueuse. Mais pour l'instant, qu'elles fassent ce qu'elles font de bien, c'est continuer à jouer et à gagner.
Jean-Luc, congratulations once again. Great to have an opportunity to speak with you. Great evening for Olympique Lyonnais. Now for the Men's Coach of the Year award, and no surprises, it goes to the man who masterminded the all-conquering, treble-winning Bayern Munich side.
Hans-Dieter Flick, he has been the mastermind. You don't work that hard without believing in your coach.
Der Schuss und ist drin! Bayern München ist Champions League-Sieger 2020.
Congratulations to Hans-Dieter Flick, who I'm delighted to say is joining us now. And you're going to be speaking German also like Joshua because of a family reason, right?
Yes. Ja.
Got you.
Julian, ja. No, ja, ich habe gerade gesagt, dass meine Enkelkinder, die ich jetzt mal grüße, mich auch besser verstehen.
All right, let's talk football, Hans-Dieter. What an amazing season. Of course, it was so unique in so many ways. You take over in November, and with the break and everything, then you win the title 9.5 months later. How was the season for you and all the emotions you went through to finish then in Lisbon lifting the trophy?
Ja, zuerst muss ich einmal sagen, es ist natürlich eine große Ehre, Europas Trainer des Jahres zu werden, aber ohne mein Team drumherum und mein Coaching-Staff hätte ich das nie geschafft, weil sie mich halt tagtäglich immer unterstützen und mir auch die Kraft geben, mich auf diese Dinge zu konzentrieren, die einfach für einen Trainer auch wichtig sind, nämlich die Mannschaft, die Spieler. Und ja, es war ein absolut verrücktes Jahr, weil dann mit dem Lockdown ja, ich glaube einfach, dass wir es richtig gut gemacht haben von Anfang an, wie ich auch immer wieder die Mannschaft zusammengehalten haben als Team, auch mit Cybertraining, was Giorgio vorhin ja auch gesagt hat, wie ich auch fit gehalten und dann immer mit Kleingruppentraining, also wie ich Step by Step auf die Dinge, die neu waren, eingestellt und deswegen war es natürlich absolut ja, von Spiel zu Spiel, was wir ja immer denken, wir gucken wirklich von Spiel zu Spiel, schauen, dass wir die Spiele gewinnen mit dem Gewinn der Meisterschaft, mit dem Pokalsieg und dann natürlich in Lissabon mit der Champions League Sieg war natürlich sensationell und für uns alle ein Riesentraum in Erfüllung gegangen. Und wenn man die Bilder danach sieht, sind einfach so viel Emotionen mit drin, das ist sensationell schön.
I mean, it was an incredible victory, an incredible run as well. And that 8-2 win against Barcelona was, you know, I imagine such a special moment for you. I imagine there were a few of those, but what was your proudest moment of the season? When did you feel that everything was coming together?
Ich glaube, da gab es mehrere Momente und man hat einfach gemerkt, wie die Mannschaft sich auch entwickelt. Die Mannschaft hat eine herausragende Mentalität. Wir haben ja die 3 Spieler vorhin auch gesehen hier und sind absolut auch zu Recht Gewinner in ihrer Klasse oder in ihrer Position. Und so ist natürlich auch die ganze Mannschaft, die einfach auch als Team sensationell Job machen von Spiel zu Spiel. Und sie hat sich entwickelt, wirklich sehr, sehr gut entwickelt. Und vor allem dann das Vertrauen in die eigene Stärke ist von Spiel zu Spiel, von Sieg zu Sieg gekommen. Und man hat das natürlich auch gesehen, dass auch Spiele, die mal nicht ganz so laufen, die ein bisschen eng waren, dann letztendlich auch mit dieser Mentalität auch gewinnen konnten.
Danke, Hansi. Pleasure to have you here and congratulations on becoming the first ever recipient of the UEFA Men's Coach of the Year award.
Okay, our final awards of the evening are for the Best Women's and Men's Player of the Year. And we start with the nominees for the Women's Award.
Lucy Bronze, elle est capable, elle a les jambes pour l'anglaise.
Lucy Bronze rescues Leon.
Lucy Bronze.
Bronze, good run here. Lucy Bronze, brilliant. Lucy Bronze, who's excellent every time she plays. There is the wonderfully talented Pedro. Harder, got the shot away. It's Harder, good strike. One of the world's best players gets the goal. The captain of Wolfsburg, Pernille Harder. Once more, Pernille Harder scores.
Tacle de Wendy Renard.
Vital intervention by Wendy Renard, the Lyon captain.
Wendy Renard est la première grosse chaleur.
The great Wendy Renard.
5 finales de suite gagnées par les Lyonnaises.
And the winner is, drumroll, Pernille Harder. Here's the moment the fantastic forward accepted her trophy.
I'm super honored to achieve this award. It's one of the biggest awards you can achieve individually in football. So I am super happy and very, very proud. It shows me that all the hard work I put into this and all the sacrificing, and it just gives something. And it turns out that I get to be the Player of the Year in Europe. I'm extremely proud about it, and there is of course also people to thank. My old club Wolfsburg, all the players in the team, they helped me also to achieve this award, because football is a team sport. So I would not have been able to achieve this without them. And I would say thank you to them, obviously. And yeah. Now I'm also looking forward to the next seasons to come. Now I'm here in Chelsea. I'm looking forward to play Champions League with Chelsea and hopefully also win it in the future. It's an amazing club that I'm looking forward to be a part of.
It's always testament to the player, isn't it, when they didn't win the trophy, but they still win the biggest prize here at these awards, isn't it? Well done to Pernilla Harder. Okay, it is time for the final award of the evening, the award for the UEFA Men's Player of the Year. So let's meet our 3 nominees.
Bruyne keeps his balance and the ball and looks for Jesus. Here goes De Bruyne, and he scored this one. Kevin De Bruyne! Yes. Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City. The crown prince amongst goal scorers in the world, never mind Europe right now. Few better, if any.
Lewandowski, Fahne bleibt unten.
Lewandowski! The reliable goal scorer, one of the most prolific that the Champions League has ever seen.
Lewandowski, und jetzt ist es passiert.
Lewandowski, he has his goal. Another Robert Lewandowski goal.
Der Pott ist rot. Champions League-Sieger 2020.
Saved by Neuer. Neuer out to meet him.
Mbappé und dann Neuer. Neymar geht noch. Als allerletztes der Kapitän.
And the UEFA president has joined us once more to hand over the final award. If I could please ask you to open the envelope and reveal the name of the UEFA Men's Player of the Year.
UEFA Men's Player of the Year is Robert Lewandowski.
Thank you very much.
Robert, if we could bring you over here after your photos. Congratulations, great to see you up here again. And we haven't actually seen you win this award before. How does it feel?
Oh, I have to say it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling because, you know, if you work so hard and in the end you get this trophy is something special. And I have to say thank you to my teammates, to my coaches, to all staff, because they work every day very hard to prepare me to do the game, and also to my family, because they support me a lot. And you know, that is for me as well very important.
I did want to ask you about your journey as a player, because you're an idol to so many young players now. When you were going up the ladder, who helped you the most, who influenced you the most, and believed that it was possible to reach the elite?
I have to say, when I was young players, I always dreaming to play in the big stadium, to be in the big club in the world. And now when I am on the stage, I have to say that the dreams come true. And it's very easy to say something more, but I'm very grateful and very proud and very happy.
It's wonderful to see you up here. Is this where we see the victory dance? I take it as a no. Maybe backstage?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. This is probably too heavy to dance with, right?
With? Oh, okay, we can do this.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah?
Okay, backstage you said.
Okay, for sure.
Everyone look out for that one. Thank you so much, Robert. That brings us to the end of tonight's show. Congratulations to all of the winners, to Pernilla Harder as well, of course, to Robert Lewandowski too. Thank you to the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin, and to all of tonight's award winners and very special guests.
That's right. Now the UEFA Champions League group stages kick off in just a few weeks' time, October 20th to be precise. So we wish the very best of luck to all of the clubs competing in the very best club competition on the planet.
Yeah, we absolutely can't wait. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Do stay safe, everybody, and good night from all of us here in Geneva. Bye-bye.
Good night.